Well, hello everyone, and welcome to a generic PlanetSide 2 guide, including specialization for VS. This covers everything from weapon uses, researches, and well, here we have how to customize your option settings so that you get the least lag, which is something I think is very important to PlanetSide 2. This is how I set up my map to make it most clear. I make sure I see population because I can see the territory just by looking at it. As for the classes, I go best in everything for close combat. In infiltration, semi-automatic is terrible, but I'm investing in an SMG. I don't like the NS SMG, it's overpowered. Proximity mines are the most useful utility for infiltrators. This setup gets you lots of kills, it's very useful. Suppressor on a pistol is very good, but I find that the other factions have multi-shot pistols, which are so much more powerful. Vanu doesn't have any of those. Mid-range sniper rifle, and then a long-range sniper rifle. I picked V10 thinking it was the better of the two, but the parallax is indeed better. I should have spent my 1000 certs there instead. Playing as the infiltrator in general, it's better to just be in a team and work together, let them draw the attention whilst you sneakily take out other enemies. It is never worth running for the control point. This happens every time. An extra 10 seconds isn't going to help your allies, even if you do make it. Light assault, the Serpent, is the best investment. I think there's the V6X-7, which is slightly better, but 1000 certs instead of the 250. Mid-range, Pulse RC, best one for light assault and engineer. I used to go with Eidolon, but semi-automatic weapons are useless in lag. This is just a demonstration of the uses of C4. This was the first time I ever used C4. I thought, hey, there's a tank over there, why don't I blow it up with my new firepower? I've learned a lot since then. One of them is never stand downhill from a tank exploding. And then I started doing suicidal runs with C4. They never go well. You cannot stick a C4 to an aircraft. That happens. I don't know if he was able to see me. I assume he didn't see me and it was just bad luck. Jump jets, not drifter jets. That's something I need to emphasize. The shotgun. I spent a lot of time researching. The 250 cert Thanatos is a good one, but you need automatic. Semi-automatic is useless in lag, it really is. So go with the Pandora. That's my advice. It's still 250 certs and automatic is really powerful. HV45, most powerful weapon for a medic in close combat. C4 you do have to purchase per class. I would go with it for a medic, but I have a different class with that, so keep it like that for now. If you pay attention to the specific attachments for weapons, the close range weapons always require the advanced laser sight. If you haven't got it, then don't bother. In general, you want to go with the highest rate of fire for close range weapons, because that's what's best for cutting across your line of vision and cutting a slice through the enemy. Very important. I would go with suppressors, but I don't think it's worth it at close range, because if you want to not appear on the map, it's not going to help if they can see you right in front of you. This is some general medic gameplay with close quarters weapons. Always work as a team. If you're a medic and you're not working as a team, then you shouldn't be a medic. I think checking flanks is very, very important to a team. You don't want a surprise light assault trooper to come out of nowhere, blow a hole in your team with C4. That wouldn't go well. You need to fully cert out the medic gun and the engineering gun to be most useful in those roles. It's very important that added range is the most important thing, and it does make you get XP faster, which is great. Now this problem, I thought, right, pull out a pistol and maybe kill half a person or revive someone and hope for the best. I chose to revive someone. I had my med gun out already, and it looks like I made the right decision because somebody just came over and resed me back. Raise me back. Like that. There you go. And that allows you to just continue with healing everyone, working as a team. It's a shame I played as the other factions and they're always running out of medics. It's great XP for you, but I guess they just like shooting things. Being a medic, well, support in general even, is the best way of getting certs in PlanetSide 2. If you want XP and therefore certs, you need to heal people, revive people, repair max suits, and give ammunition like that guy. Now this bit was a bit difficult. I thought I was trapped and then I got shot by the window. Windows are always so depressing. And the overuse of those rocket launchers. I don't know why people feel the need to use rocket launchers as an anti-infantry weapon, but that's what they do. Keeping your eyes peeled like that is very important to saving a squad beacon. You never know if that's the difference between winning and losing the region. Look at all those dead people. XP. All I see is XP for dead people. I don't know if sacrificing yourself for one max suit is worth it. I'm not sure if I could have won in shooting that guy, but the Corvus is not the best mid-range weapon. I thought it was, but it's actually the CME. It's 1,000 certs, pretty expensive, and it's not. That's why I haven't bought the 1,000 cert versions of some long-range guns. It's not really. You're not in long range very often. Again, the Pandora. Long range or mid range weapons, generally I go with 6 times zoom. Advanced forward grip, and a compensator, unless I'm sniping. The engineer is indeed a support unit. It's great just to go through being helpful. Gets you lots of XP. Now I won't be going through all the vehicles. I don't know how to do vehicles. The research generally doesn't give anything like the scythe. Which chassis should I use? I have no idea. They seem exactly the same to me. But one thing's for sure, the Sunderer, definitely get the spawning one. I don't know if it's a utility or a Sunderer ability, but the spawning is the crucial thing. Some people argue that you shouldn't be attacking a base unless you have a Sunderer to respawn at. And I think I agree with that. It's very important. Oh look, I died. Who put that Sunderer there? How convenient. An engineer's gameplay should be geared towards support. And repairing is a great way to get XP. I've said it before, say it again. One of the best ways. I spend hours running around amp stations repairing during an alert and during low population, and it gets so much XP. It's the best thing ever. Someone needs to maintain the defences as well. I know the NC and TR don't do it. If you get too close to combat, this sort of a thing happens. It might just be me being stupid, running in front of live gunfire. The tank mine. I cannot emphasize how good this investment of 100 certs was. You're about to see many clips of me suicidally charging towards an enemy Sundra. The tank mine is the kryptonite to enemy Sundras. If you want to make a difference, the best way to feel like you're making a difference is to get some tank mines, run around flanking, even if it takes 10 minutes to flank, get ready and run in to blow up a Sundra. Requires lots of timing and patience, but it can change the entire battle. If they can't respawn, they can't attack. I don't know why I upgraded tank mines to 3. The default is 2. 100 certs gives you 2 tank mines, and that's enough to destroy most Sundras. I don't know how much composite armor upgrade you need, or tank mine, tank guard, you need upgrades to save yourself from 2 tank mines, but it's not worth it to get 3 unless you want to be thorough every single time. But if they have even tank mine 1, mine guard 1 upgraded on the Sundra, 3 tank mines won't take it out. Using turrets is a good bonus to be able to flank Sundras, again take them out, is very, very important. So many people neglect their defenses. This is what happens when you don't think before you go on a suicidal run. Oh sure, I can make that jump. And I did. Twice. The third time I died. But this happens a lot of the time. It's a very busy Sundra. I should have probably got a rocket launcher. Sometimes it works like this, it's too busy, you don't think you should run, so just look down, knife the mine and it blows up. Somebody got 1 shot in. 1 shot. Just in time as well. And if you feel like it's not too busy and you can get away alive, a suppressed pistol is great for concealing your position. Of course, their Sundra just blew up. They're gonna know where you are. So I always turn tail and run. The tunnels are often neglected in amp stations and in tech plants. They're very useful getting around, finding the Sundra, blowing it up. You have to be very careful. The default spawn point in an amp station does have pads, launch pads on the outside, on the second floor. First floor, second floor. And they launch you straight to the top of the amp station, which is very good. I'm sure there was a sniper there. Carefully does it, and again, run in, drop a couple of tank mines. I have had times where I blew up the tank mines and they didn't do anything. I don't know if it was lag, but it's what happened. Oh look, it was the sniper. I knew there was a sniper there. Now, the anti-vehicle turret, just as useful as tank mines. Really expensive, 1,000 certs, and people think, why should I get it? It's so slow firing. This is why you should get it. At long range, it is the bane of anything. I have no idea how this guy managed to get up here. You can spend hours just sitting here, shooting, getting tons and tons of kills. The anti-vehicle turret is, for me, the reason of being an engineer. And the repairing, and the tank mines, I suppose. But yeah, support. Not attack, support. And back to turreting. A quick V1 for thanks. Apparently not many people say thanks to engineers, but That's the other thing. If there's a sniper, make sure you keep your head down. There's no cover around a turret. There's the mana turret, the anti-infantry one for the engineer, does have lots of cover, as you can see there. The anti-vehicle one does not, though. Makes you the most easy sniper target ever. Revenge! Fail. Again, support only. This is the same one as I showed you earlier, with the anti-vehicle turret in. Do not step forward whilst your turret is spawning. If it spawns whilst you're inside, you will be killed. It's happened to me. It's devastating and embarrassing. Spotting an enemy vehicle can be great for keeping your aim focused directly on it. Some people advise that for long-range anti-vehicle turret use you should get a clench function on the mouse, something like that. I don't have one of those functions. I don't think it's necessary. I just use a touchpad. It's got very low sensitivity touchpad, so. Oh, that was close. Did you see that? Oh. Serpent again. Pulsar C. Did go with the Eidolon. Semi-automatic. Didn't go well. This is the sort of thing that happens at close range. And at mid-range. And even at long range. Some people may argue I'm just terrible at that, but I'm great at sniping. Honest. VX67, yeah, that was the fast rate of firing one. But I reiterate, Pandora, not Thanatos. Too much lag. Now, the heavy assault LMG, I currently go with VX29 Polaris. I used to go with Orion until I got the medal. And the Orion is the best because it has a massive rate of fire. It means you can do this sort of a thing. Dead in what? Less than a second. It's very useful. I don't know why I use that scope. One-time scope is better. But I've heard a lot of people on forums say that the VX29 is terrible. But my theory behind that, I like it as a weapon. It's got a decent magazine size, great for clearing out rooms. The Nemesis is the anti-air. It's alright dumbfire, but the S1 has got more power. S1 is the default. Anti-air, I've never seen an enemy ESF outrun the lock-on a Nemesis. It will hit any targets that's in between, like a tree or a mountain. That's happened before. The resist shield, I used to go with the nanite mesh shield, which is like an overshield, but the resist shield is so much better. It halves damage instead of giving you an extra 100, 200 damage. Or health. Medical kit is what I go with. I would go with C4, I think, because it's powerful. But here we have some VX29 Polaris gameplay. Again, double laser sight. As I was saying about my theory behind it, is that this is one of the only close range weapons for the heavy assault that has the 2 times optic. And I think people go, more range must be better, but it's not. They go 2 times, and it completely compromises the feel of the weapon, makes it terrible. The 1 times is so much better. That was the 2 times, and you saw how many shots I missed, and turning around, you want to zoom in to get an accurate shot, but the 1 times is so much better. So, yes, I think the VX29 is a much better weapon 1 times than 2 times, and maybe slightly less useful compared to the Orion. That's one thing I haven't gone through. Grenades. Generally I go with a frag grenade. all the way every time. I was thinking of buying the revive grenade for the medic, but the thing with that is I'd often turn around, throw a revive grenade at the enemy. I think a lot of people do use the revive grenade to excellent results. Again, 2x optic being in the way. Headshots are great when enemies are running to you. I don't know why they run to you. I think they're just never run at the enemy. Always stand still. Get a good fire. If you're really close range, strafe like that. Ah, they cut me in two. Crossfire is excellent. Being in a team always gets you better results. More heavy assault gameplay. The 2x may have been beneficial there, but if you compare it with the 1x, I still think the 1x would have been better, because with 2x, every shot makes your reticle go wavy, and with 1x it's so much more steady. It feels a lot more controllable. Max suit. I hate it when they use anti-vehicle weapons on you. Sustained fire from multiple people will take down a max suit. And rockets are very good. Max suits are tough. You can last quite a while as a heavy assault. It's a very, very powerful class. One of my favourites, I think. Well, you know, there's only 5 classes, but it is great fun destroying everyone. The Ursa is a weapon that I really wanted a lot. I saved up for it 1,000 certs, and I went back to the Orion and I was like, oh, what a pity. Lancer would be my long range weapon of choice as an anti-vehicle weapon, but maybe the AV turret is better, so that's why I haven't bought it yet. The S1 is more powerful as a dumbfire than the Nemesis, but the Decimator is more powerful than the S1. It does have a much slower projectile speed though, so I think I keep with the S1. Max suits I don't know a lot about. I've seen so many people with different combinations of anti-infantry weapons, and I don't know. Don't ask me. Obviously, if you're going anti-air, you're going to need dual NS bursters. Extended magazine, very helpful. And anti-vehicle, I don't know if there's another anti-vehicle weapon. Yes, there is, that chunky one at the bottom. I find it useless. Chargeability, good for getting out of way of infantry, and the kinetic armor suit reduces enemy infantry damage. I've been told to go with ammo canisters for anti-air, because apparently engineers don't care if you're sitting around shooting anti-air. I don't know if that's true. I don't know what suit to go with when air is firing at you. I don't know that either. I forgot to mention the Lasher as a primary weapon, and I've looked at a lot of YouTube gameplay videos and guides on the Lasher. It's great as a team weapon, and it's exceptional at terrifying the enemy and mushing up multiple compressed enemies, and it's good at corners. It's quite limited on attachments. That's all I have to say, because it's not that good as a one-on-one weapon, unless you can really abuse corners and the splash damage of the weapon. Lasher is not for you. Changing classes often as you can be the way to win on PlanetSide 2. You run out, you do what you can as one class, you run back in, switch to medic. Everyone by default has the area of effect heal ability. Press T by default, or F by default actually, but I always change my keys, my key bindings. That's something I didn't think to mention. If you do want to know what my key bindings are for combat, do ask in the comments. and I can just type them up. And I don't know how to get the user options.ini file to you, which has the way to sort out the graphics so that they're more optimized for less lag compared to default graphics. Even low graphics is still laggier than what you can do in the ini file, because there's more you can edit in the ini file than you can in the settings menu in the game. Apparently Intel processors work better than AMD processors. For PlanetSide 2. I've done lots of research and this is what I found out, and it should be reliable, I hope. The other thing is tactics. You want to check every flank you have. I chose a spot where it's quite low population. I thought I'd just demonstrate how to keep clear of being surprised. I think of it this way. Think that every time you turn a corner, there's a mine there, and an infiltrator behind you, and a mech suit. Be prepared for anything. There I was checking mines, checking flanks, checking flanks, checking flanks. Another thing in PlanetSide 2 is never stand still. Unless you're in a building where you're pretty sure no one's going to run in and gun you, never stand still. If you're out in the open, you will be shot. Hovering over a map gives you the little pie chart with the population of the region, which is very useful for making an informed decision as to whether or not there is a threat in the area. And the redeploy is great. I think they really optimized PlanetSide 2's respawn system by putting in redeploy. Here we're finishing. A lot of servers you'll find Vanu is underpopulated and alerts are weird. On the series server that I play, NC always lets TR win for no reason. As you can see, there was only one blue icon in the alert at the bottom of the screen, and all the rest were red. That concludes everything I have to say in this guide. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask. And thanks for watching.